let's go ahead and jump right in. I want to introduce you to the world's first anion DNA drop. So anion, another word for that would be negative ion. If you have ever experienced the calming effect that nature has on your mind and your body, that's not just a feeling of awe. Research now shows that natural environments such as the beach, or when you're hiking up near a waterfall, or you're in the wilderness, they are loaded, the air is loaded with anions, and these anions are known to provide a variety of health benefits. I want to give you a simple introduction into negative ions. So negative ions are actually good for us. We feel alive when we're near waterfalls or natural springs, when it rains, or walking on the beach or in the woods. This is because negative ions are in abundance. Negative ions, they actually counteract the positive ions and the dangerous free radicals that positive ions cause. And that's what leaves us feeling invigorated or healthier or energized. Now, positive ions are actually bad for us. Where do they come from? Exhaust fumes, cigarette smoke, pesticides, dust, soot, radiation from power lines, computers, cell phones, all the electrical devices that we are surrounded by every single day are discharging positive ions. They're creating what's called free radical molecules, which are harmful to the body, ultimately leading to things like aging, tissue damage, and some diseases are all linked to free radicals. Now, did you know lightning strikes the earth up to 8 million times per day? And with every single strike, it carries a negative charge of energy, also referred to as anions. And that energy helps fertilize our plants, and it adds to their overall potency. And these plants are routinely harvested for their healing properties. The challenge is once they're picked, they start to lose the negative charge that is essential when it comes to producing optimal, highly beneficial nutrients. Now, negative ions aren't new. They've been around for quite some time. In fact, there's a book best-selling author Earl Mindell wrote called The Happiness Effect: The Positive Benefits of Negative Ions. Positive benefits include everything from breathing smooth, relief of just feeling tired, helps with your bones being strong, keeps your heartbeat normal. It helps you from an alkaline standpoint. Again, all kinds of tremendous benefits. A number of books that are out there that talk about these negative ions and their overall benefits to our health. Now, let's talk a little bit more just about the negative side of positive ions. So you can feel stress in some cases. You can sometimes get headache. You can feel tired. It's even been linked to cancer in some cases. They are harmful influences on the overall body. And once again, negative ions have all kinds of tremendous health benefits that help you from a vitality standpoint. So that's essentially what we're doing. Now, let's talk a little bit about what we do here at APL Go to restore the negative charge back into your body. We have something called Accumulate SA technology. It's proprietary only to APL Go. We also refer to it as high energy science. What we do is we start by hand-picking our botanicals at the peak of harvest season. Most of our botanicals and herbs come from Europe, where they are much stricter when it comes to the chemicals and the pesticides and things that often they spray on a lot of our foods and a lot of our plants and our botanicals. So we purposely work with a lot of botanicals that are coming out of Europe. And what we do is we bring them back to our manufacturing facility, and our technology allows us to be able to go in and extract out the DNA from these different botanicals, these different herbs and superfoods that we're working with, and we embed them into our lozenges. From there, what we do is we put them into a chamber that actually restores the negative charge that was once there before we harvested these particular plants. And so what we end up with is the world's first negative ion DNA droplet. They're very, very quick. You don't have to wait to feel the results of our drops. In fact, they start working the second that you put them into your mouth. The whole food phytonutrients are absorbed quickly into the bloodstream as you hold them in your mouth until dissolved. Think about it for a moment. If you've ever been to the doctor and they said, okay, I want you to put this medicine underneath your tongue, why do they tell you to do that? Because that's the fastest way to get something into your bloodstream. You're actually absorbing directly through the mucous membranes. Now, we don't tell you to put it underneath the tongue. The pharmaceutical industry has that phrase coined. But what we do tell you to do is the same thing. You pop a drop right into your mouth, and whatever we put, these delicious drops, whatever we put inside of them, is going to absorb directly into your bloodstream. They're convenient. You take one of these tasty drops, you drop it into your mouth, you hold it until it dissolves. You can do it anywhere, anytime. You don't have to stir it, you don't have to shake it. Nothing could be more simple. One of the things that I love is they taste fantastic.